Yeah. They can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Hey, Orbit.
51 the mic, boy.
Hey, Sam on.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
SOS.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Coleman looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Hey. Hey, seam 6.
Check 9.
Bam.
Check hot route. Hot. Back. Alert 3.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tighten up. Slam.
Hurry, hurry. Shoot.
From the gun, Coleman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Delta.
King now on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready.
56, Mike, 56. Pick me up. Here we go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Coleman. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Drop deep. Alert flare. Check 13. Check. Look at me. Go. Ready.
Acott's right sideline in some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Ready. 56, right there. 56. Watch the score.
Off the play fake. King. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Check it out, Reed. Check.
From the gun, Coleman. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Bam. You better be ready. Fire.
On first down, this is Geis. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Silver. Check 37.
Blue draw quarters.
Wall. Get wall.
Leo.
Off play action. Coleman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check.
Roll out.
Check.
Watch hit it.
Operating from the gun. Coleman looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Hey, lock it.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Here we go. I got 8.
On first down, here's Love. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ready, set.
51's the mic.
Look, squeeze.
Check nickel. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Be driven.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the gun, Coleman. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, foxtrot.
2nd and 3. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Now King from the gun, he'll throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Switch it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 24.
6-6, pull it high.
51.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Coleman. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Throwing to start the drive. King is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready up.
56.
Twist on Travis. Hey, Charlie.
We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Let's go. Let's go. Get ready.
King on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. King. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Go!
Breida to get the third quarter started. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready! 50, flank.
56. Rip left. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40.
6 guys.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 22.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go now.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll have it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
70, Indy. Leo. Go out. 2.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
22 jet bomber. Back, look at me. Go.
Here's Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
Slam. Check 3.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their mobile quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Packers 35, Redskins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Nice.
Go.
Bang. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
From the gun, Coleman. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the edge.
Throwing on first down, Coleman. And caught by Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Showing it. Showing it.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 3rd and long. Coleman, he completes it to Henry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Coleman, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Coleman, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Look, squeeze.
Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys they've got it going today.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? Check 31, check 31, check 37, check 2.
Off the play fake. Coleman slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hatchet, hatchet. Chance, chance, chance.
Big grip, big grip.
Off play action. Coleman. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Look at me. Door.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, O'Neal. And he's into the clear. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. 2 times, 2 times.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Get it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard.
Ready.
And it's
10-2 stop.
3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone, we got 4 down.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
Screen, watch the screen.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles David.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas.